Hi, everybody. This is Mike Easley, the CEO of Powder River Energy Corporation. Hey, I'm just wanting to visit with you today to give you an update on PRECorp's COVID-19 response plan. Now, the last time we talked, that was back in mid-March. We talked about the disconnect policy and that we had discontinued as if we were continuing to have freezing weather for the next couple of months, which would require that we don't disconnect any residential or any public health or safety type services. And so that's been ongoing. If you're a commercial account, please make sure and call the office and speak to one of our MSRs about payment arrangements if you're having issues with your power bill. We also dispersed our workforce a couple of weeks ago, tried to spread out our people so if somebody did get infected with the COVID virus, it wouldn't be a huge impact to the workplace. That's gone really well. We have remote operations have been implemented throughout the organization, and we are actually even getting some of our MSRs to be able to work from home with full access to our call center, call software, and everything. So that's coming along really good. We have a skeleton crew sort of in our office locations. Most everybody's at home. There are some people that have to come into the office to do things that you can't do from at home, and people come in from time to time. So we're doing that. And as you know, our lobbies have been closed. A lot has happened out there since my last message to you back on March 18th, and also that CEO message, open message to our members and friends that I did on March 20th. If you haven't seen those, you can go to our website. Just go to PRECorp website, click on our COVID-19 response, and you can see an update of what's going on at PRECorp, including the past messages that I've given to the membership. So it's all there for you to see. We've been operating under what we call this imminent threat level. It's orange, orange level since the mid-March. This week, we're going to move ourselves to the red level called severe. And we're doing that out of an abundance of caution. I think if you've been tracking the data, you know that the reported cases in Wyoming continue to climb. And that's expected because our ability to test is continuing to improve. One of the things that happens when we move our readiness level to the severe rather than the imminent is we are now looking at our COVID response practices and procedures as real safety procedures. When as you would know, working for an electric utility, safety is like a priority for everybody in the company, not just the line and operations people, but our inside folks as well, because it's a fairly, if your eye's not on safety, you can have problems come up working in the conditions that we work, the weather that we work, and working around electricity, is not to be taken lightly. It's hazardous work. So we have safety procedures that help us protect ourselves and the public. Same thing with our COVID-19 response things. These are now part of our safety procedures. And so it's really raising the awareness. The social distancing and self-isolation, where you may just separate yourself from a group, is continuing to be used to reduce the chance of spreading that. But we're also asking our employees, as a matter of safety, to apply this at work and outside of work at home. Just like in our normal safety program, like if we insist that you wear eyeglasses when you're using safety glasses when you're using a drill at work, but you go home and you don't do that. That doesn't work. You can still get hurt at home and take you out at work. So we're applying that same philosophy as it relates to our COVID-19 response on our social distancing. We're asking our employees to, again, at work, be very careful and to make sure that we don't have lots of cross opportunities for people to infect each other. We're asking employees and our team members to do that as part of their personal life as well. Puts a little extra burden on them, but everybody here is committed to being able to serve you as long as we can, with as many people we can on the front lines, just in case we get some sort of a storm event that comes in. So we're really taking those precautions to help you, and the team is being very responsive and supportive of that. We're also implementing some additional protocols for access to our facilities. As I mentioned a few weeks ago, our lobbies have been closed to our membership. We're now making sure that only employees come into our facilities. So we have special procedures for contractors, our members and vendors that may need to come in, also people that may deliver packages. We're being very careful on how we allow access to the building. You can still, people can still get in, but there is a protocol, a special protocol to make sure that we've reduced as much as we possibly can the risk of bringing the infection into our facilities. We're also asking our employees, before the ones that do come to work, and it's not a big number, but sometimes you have to come to the office, like the people that get the mail, process the checks, come in and do some of the routine softwares that we have to run, like billing, and accounts payable things. Some of that work has to be done here, and others come in. I myself have been coming into the office and working just to be here for people in case something comes up. So those people that come into work are going to go through a special protocol, sort of a self-certification or a health check, that we ask certain questions. If you answer yes to any of those questions, then you may just need to stay home for a day, or potentially longer. So we're upping that. And then people that do come into work, they're going to be required to really be very diligent about wiping surfaces that they've touched as soon as they've touched them, rather than wait to the end of the day or a few times a day. We're going to try to keep our surfaces and wiped in real time for those people that are in the office. Our crews are out there still serving you. They're still doing maintenance on our system. They're taking care of the problems that we have, continuing to work. And the crews are, we don't have any infection in the company as of yet. So everybody's working, although a few people have been, are just waiting at home on admin time, waiting to come back to work if they have been in close contact with somebody, or perhaps in an area where there's a high risk area that we've identified. We'll ask those people to stay at home for 3 to 5 days, up to potentially 2 weeks, to make sure that they're clear before they come into the workplace. But we're doing that so our crews can continue to work and keep the lights on for all of our members. I would just ask and remind you that when you see our guys out working, remember that they now are looking at sort of the social distancing as a safety procedure, safety for themselves and also safety for you as well. So please don't think that they're trying to be, avoid you. If they don't shake your hand, I think we all know why. Just wanted to let you know that when they do come out, please don't feel like we're trying to put you off or anything as we try to maintain that distance. You guys are extremely important to us. We're here to serve you. And through the efforts that we've been able to implement over the past several weeks with our COVID-19 response plan, I think we're doing a really good job in serving you and helping to keep the power reliable and the lights on in Northeast Wyoming, which is why we're here. It's the reason that we're here. So just wanted to give you an update today, kind of tell you where we were, kind of tell you where we're going. As I mentioned, we're going to be shifting up a level in our preparedness plan to the imminent level this week. There's one more level to go. It's called imminent restricted, and that is in case we end up getting an infection within the workplace and we have lots of people that are sick and can't work. We're working on what that scenario looks like, how we may be able to help ourselves or get others to help us in the event we have any issues on our system in order to keep the lights on. So just know we're thinking ahead. It seems like nowadays thinking ahead is like thinking, a week or so or 2 weeks out. Things are happening very fast. I know you all everybody is hurting from sort of the loss of our freedom and our mobility. Some of us have wondered if this thing is even real, and I think we're coming to realize that this is very real, and it's a situation that's going to be around for longer than maybe some of us had thought. So it's very tough out there, and we just ask you guys to continue to to try to keep a positive spirit. If you haven't seen my message to our membership that kind of gives a positive vision for how things could actually be in the face of all this change and turmoil and frightening stuff with COVID-19, go to our website and click on the CEO message, and maybe there's some uplifting there that can happen. Take care of yourself. Make sure and take care of yourself and your family. Do what you can to maintain your good social distances, washing your hands, and doing everything you can do to not only avoid getting the virus, but in case you may have been infected and don't know. Certainly doing those things also helps to not spread it. So with that, I'd like to tell you, I'll talk to you later, probably give you another message in a week to 10 days, keep you posted on what's going on. If you have any questions or concerns, you can reach out to the office, our 800-442-3630. We'll be able to get your question answered and give you whatever help that we can give. So with that, thanks. Have a great day, be safe, and stay well. Thanks a lot.